Gentlemen and ladies and gents.
There's something about young love, young love. So many people say that it is so impossible.
Now, if you guys don't understand, I play a lot of this man, especially songs that he do like this. And the reason why is because this young man can sing. Now, I play who I play because these are the people I like. They help me get through a lot of difficult times. That's why I go back and I listen to my music. When I'm having a bad day, I don't turn on music. I reflect. So when I play this music, it brings me back to a period of time when I was reflecting on something that is important. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm stepping away from the computer, but I'm not going too far away because I'm standing up and talking to you guys. You hear what they're saying? It's impossible, ladies and gentlemen. You all have a communication problem, and I'm going to do what I can to help you with your communication problem. I'm going to tell you of a real situation, and as soon as, you know what, we're going to pause Jaheem for just a moment, okay? Just for a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, I just like this song, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to play Aretha. I could play that, but I ain't gonna play that. I'm gonna come down here. You're the reason my heart skips a beat sometime. All my life, I found my wife. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is again Jaheem. And it's impossible not to like that song. And if you're gonna tell me you don't like that song, well, I'll tell you what. I don't care. Alright. There's an actual story. There's a true story. The names and the identities of the persons have been changed to protect no one. Young man went to a tax agent, told the tax agent that he had bad debt, unrecoverable bad debt. Matter of fact, the bad debt was so bad that nobody could collect on this bad debt. The agent says, okay, that's not a problem. Says, but I need to use the accrual method. You need to use the accrual method? And I'm going to change the phone with the process with the 3115 phone. Yeah, you're supposed to do that. I'm going to send, oh, no, you got to send one to the IRS and then we attach one to your filing. Oh, okay, that's what they told me. Okay, now, I need to know how to get a refund for my non-payable debt that I can't receive no monies for. This is non-collectible, uncollectible debt. Uncollectible. Says, well, look, I'm not quite sure about that. So I got a friend over at the IRS, and he and I, we talk all the time. So let me run this by him and see what he says, and then I'll get back with you. So went and talked to the guy at the IRS, told him what the guy wanted to do. IRS guy said, hey, yeah, he can do that. Yeah, if it came on my desk, I'd accept it. Really? Yeah, the non-collectible taxes, I mean, not taxes, but non-collectible debt, you know, that he ain't gonna ever receive nothing from the person, and he just got to document that the debt is uncollectible. And once he documents that, then it comes across my desk, and I sit up there and I assign him the information, and we credit it to his account, and we do that we take out a portion, the portion that we want, every year for the next couple of years for the rest of his life. And she came back and told him, yeah, the process that you're talking about, he says, yeah, you can do that. He says that's legal. He says, but they take out, you know, what they want, and then they credit you every year from that point forward for the rest of your life. And he's like, well, that's not what I want. I want a refund. And so he says, that's not what private law 114-31 says. Private law 114 is what stuff. So I told him, I said, private law 114-31 ain't got nothing to do with tax credits. Not a single thing. I said, and I know what the problem was. I said, when did the bad debt stop becoming uncollectible bad debt? It's like, what are you talking about? I said, there's a period of time when the bad debt was no longer uncollectible bad debt. When did that happen? When it gets paid. No, it's bad debt. It's uncollectible. It becomes uncollectible once the person hasn't paid it. So it's uncollectible. It cannot be collectible again. So we're focusing on the uncollectibleness of the bad debt. So when is it no longer uncollectible bad debt? And he literally said, I don't know. I said, but you do know the answer. That's the problem. You just don't realize you know the answer. And so he asked me to tell him. You know what I told him? I said, when you have a bad debt, what's the way to clear that bad debt? To pay it off. Okay, but if you can't pay it off, what happens next? Well, then they go ahead and they write it off. And when does it get written off? I don't really, well, I forgot the amount of days. He says 6 months. I said, yes, it gets written off 6 months, so it's no longer a bad debt after 6 months. It becomes what after 6 months? A write-off, a charge-off. That's right, it becomes a write-off, a charge-off, but what else is that called? It's automatic. You know what he said? He said he didn't know. I told him that's okay. I said, it's all right, because I understand. Because you're not thinking on the same level that I'm thinking. So I get it. So I explained it to him. I said, it becomes a write-off or a charge-off on that 8th month. And after it becomes that write-off or that charge-off, what happens? It becomes a tax credit. And when it becomes a tax credit, it's no longer a write-off or a charge-off. It's a tax credit. It's no longer a bad debt. It's a tax credit. I said, so the IRS agent told you correctly. He was correct when he told you what he told you. I said it was the, sorry, I'm trying to think. I'm doing two things at once here, so I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I said it was the communication. He was talking to you about bad debt. You were talking to him about bad debt and tax credits. The two don't go hand in hand. And I said that's the reason why he told you if such a thing was to come to his desk with a notice of assignment, he would send it back. He would reject it. So now that you know, I said go back and apologize to your tax agent for your misunderstanding. Let that person know that you guys are on the same page, but you had a misunderstanding. Said you take care of that, keep everything square, you'll be able to get what you need done. Ladies and gentlemen, you all are missing the point. You're mixing the tax credits with the bad debt. The tax credits and the bad debt are not the same. They don't even have anything in common. Yes, one comes as a result of the other, but they don't have anything in common. So what the need is, what needs to be said, is that you guys are going to have to get your conversations together. You're going to have to know what you're talking about. Many of you don't know what you're talking about. You're going and you're opening your mouths and you're having these conversations because some of you are mixing the old junk that people did on YouTube with this process. This is not a process that was created or invented by somebody like me. This is a process that is a result of the way the rules are, the way the IRS does things, the way the law says. We're following the law. So quit arguing. Many of you are having problems talking with your tax agents. You're having problems telling them what it is you need. I understand. You haven't done this before. How could you know what to say to the next person? How could you know what to say to the next tax agent? That's your problem. You don't know what to say, and you really do think that I'm supposed to tell you everything. Do you not understand? I don't mind telling you everything. But as I told you yesterday, now I'm looking because, ladies and gentlemen, I go through issues with memory. And so what I did is I was at another location that's over 80 miles away from here. And I came to this location. The only problem is I thought I grabbed my phone cord and I did not. So I'm not going to be able to charge my main phone. Let's see, where's the battery on it now? We're at 72%. And I'm not going to be back at that other location for some time. So that creates a problem because I'm going to have to buy a charger. So I think that I can do that. I think that I will go to the store today and buy a charger for it because I can't live without the ability of charging that phone because that's the main phone. You call Google Voice, it comes to that phone. You dial the regular phone number, it comes to that phone. That's the main phone. Jaheem, I'm going to let you stay in the background. You're going to be just a little bit softer in my ear because he's a lot louder to me than he is with you guys, ladies and gentlemen. All the music that's playing in the background that you guys hear on the videos, all of that music is louder in my ear because of how I have the system adjusted. But when you hear it, you can barely hear the music in the background unless I turn it all the way up. That's intentional because there are some people who don't understand the teaching technique of allowing the music to play in the background and tuning it out so that you can focus on the words and how it helps you not to be so distracted. That's what it's all about. Look, ladies and gentlemen, let's do a scenario. I think that's the love away from me. I would be so impossible that I can't eat, can't sleep. Hey, been right here in all times. It's all right. It's all right. I'll be right back, Jay. Be right back, Jay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do a scenario. We're gonna do we're at 12 minutes. This should take about 3 minutes to do. We'll stop at 15, almost 16 minutes. I go to my tax agent and I say, look, this is what I'm trying to do. I have these tax credits. I need to carry my tax credits forward. And by carrying my tax credits forward, I need to document it on this year's taxes. I need to do whatever statement necessary to document the taxes so that I can receive a refund. I want to withhold in my tax credits 21% withholdings. And I want to be able to use those withholdings to pay any taxes on the tax credits as well as any taxes that are outstanding on my account. Can you help me with that? Now, I do know this, that if I use the accrual method, that I could probably receive a larger tax refund on my refundable tax credits. Can you help me with that, with the form 3115? I've already contacted the IRS. They've told me that yes, I can use the form 3115, but I have to use the duplicate method, which means that I have to fax them a copy of the 3115, and I've already done that. As a matter of fact, I decided to backdate my 3115 because I should have been on the accrual method from the beginning, and I don't know why none of my tax agents ever advised me of the reasonableness of going to the 3115 and changing it to the accrual method. Nobody ever told me what the benefits were of going to the accrual method, so I never did. But I now learned that there is a huge benefit of using the accrual method, and that's the method I choose to use. Is that something you can help me with? How would I go about doing that? Can you explain the process to me? Because although I understand a little bit, I'm not that knowledgeable about this because it's taxes, you know, and I mean, who knows tax law better than you guys? Really? I appreciate that. Oh, what day is good for you? You know, that works for me too. Okay, let's meet on that day. And what records do you think I should bring? A statement showing about the tax credits and, okay. All right, I'll put together what I have, and then whatever I need after that, you tell me what I need, and I'll put that together. All right, thank you. All right. Oh no, no, that was not a problem. I really appreciate your taking the time. All right, you have a good day. All right, peace out, G. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the conversation I would have. Because you know why? That's exactly the conversation I continue to have and continue to get answers to my questions. So why can't y'all get the same answers? That's what I'm talking about. And that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about, people. So what I'm saying to you all is you need to communicate. Stop being afraid to tell them what you're trying to do. You're not doing anything illegal, so stop withholding information. Tell them exactly what you're trying to do. They're not going to tail on you. They'll tell you, no, you can't do that. Oh, no, no, if you're going to do that, you got to do it this way. It's the response I'm getting. That's the response I'm getting. So, you sound upset. No, I'm not upset. I keep telling people things, and I keep telling them what they need to do, and they don't listen, and they come to me and tell me what problems they have. Ladies and gentlemen, if I put something on video and you tell me you've already tried that, nobody asked you. No, no, I want y'all to understand. There's some people putting underneath my video, they already tried something. You didn't try it my way. I did about the QWR and somebody said they already tried it. No, you didn't try the QWR attached to a contract, attached to an arbitration clause with a coupon in the middle of it. You did not do it my way. You did it your way. And I'm sorry, this ain't Burger King. That's why you're in trouble. Okay? You are in trouble. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to do things your way and then come to me and want to talk to me about how to complete your process, you might not get anywhere with that. I might not even have a conversation for you because I'm not here to complete your process. I'm not here to help you finish what you started. No, that's what the consults are for. These videos are not for that. I had one gentleman, and I'll go to 20 minutes. I had one gentleman contact me today, and we had a conversation. He's a SAT packer, and he's one of the original SAT packers. And we were going over the benefits, and I told him they would have videos up for the SAT packers, letting them know. We'll have videos up talking about the CPNs, the CPN numbers that people received and what those are beneficial for, what they could be utilized for, what they might be utilized for, and the reason why they've been given out in the past. We're gonna provide that information. Well, when I say we, I mean me. I, sir. Okay. And while we were talking, we talked about every question he had. First, he's a SAT packer. Second, I understood who he was. Older gentleman, I knew his name because I even did his arbitration. So since it's done, it's done. But I did his arbitration. I remember this individual. No, there was no favoritism shown. It's just I remember the person. So when I took his call, and we've been playing phone tag for the last 2 days, when I took his call, I decided, okay, fine. What questions you have? He asked me about 6 questions. I'm okay with that. And then he asked me, how much do I owe you? Now, I'm being honest with you guys because there's no reason for me to lie. You ever heard somebody say, hey, can I be honest with you? No, go ahead and lie to me. I love it when people lie to me. Man, I live for that. Well, anyway, he said, how much do I owe you? Where can I contribute? I told him, you don't owe me anything. This is what I do. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I do. I'm not, you people, those of you who pay for the consult, you're paying me for my time because I got too much going on. And there's so much I have to finish for just for today. There's so much I have to finish. We have 15 corporations that we have to keep all scheduled and all the fees paid and all of that stuff. We had 2 corporations that lapsed the other day. We didn't know about because it was being sent to a different email that we're not monitoring. Then I found out today that the BC support emails, nobody's been answering that for over a month and a half. Why? Because the person who was handling that is no longer here and we never forwarded the email, so I got to go back and answer all those emails. And I was supposed to have already forwarded that email to my email. But I received the call and I said, no, I got to put this video up because I think I understand why people are having so many problems. Because they're not able to communicate. They're afraid to tell what they're really trying to achieve. ladies and gentlemen, as long as you keep trying to withhold information from the tax agent thinking that you're doing something wrong, you're going to get somebody who's not willing to work with you because you're coming across as somebody who's trying to do something illegal. Lord have mercy. So people, stop. Just tell them. I've already showed you the laws. You don't have to prove it to them. Just tell them what you're trying to do, and they will help you. Look, 1-800-ACCOUNTANT. Well, 1-800-ACCOUNT, please. 1-800-ACCOUNT are accountants, people. 1-800-ACCOUNT. I can't find an accountant. 1-800-ACCOUNT. I don't know who they are. I just know that that is a number for accountants. Am I advertising for them? No. I don't know who they are, but I do know they're accountants. And people keep asking me, can I refer you? Have anybody? Go. Contact them. Ask them, is there anybody that they can refer you to? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That was what I wanted to tell you all. I want you all to have a good day, have a good life, have a good smile. And Jaheem, they need to go bye-bye. Okay. I was meant for you, and you were meant for me. This is my song, y'all. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I have been asked to thank you all for your contributions. The gentleman asked if there was a place for him to donate. The link is underneath the videos. Now, understand this. I didn't want him to feel obligated, so I didn't tell him where the link was. Well, he should have not. No. Again, that's not why he was calling me. He had the intentions on paying me something for what I told him because it was helpful to him. But again, ladies and gentlemen, that's not why you call me. I'm not here to take money from you, to dig in your pocket. Get your hand on my pocket! It ain't like that, okay? It ain't like that. So if you want to contribute, then it's up to you. The link is underneath the video. Let you guys know I am 40% where I need to be. 40%. So I want to thank you. And some of you have been quite generous, and some of you have given what you could. You looked at your budget and you have given what you could. This man appreciates that. And as I said before, that link will come down very shortly. Once I have what I'm looking for, even if I don't get what I'm looking for, the link will come down. Why? Because that's not me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad I had the opportunity of helping you communicate with your tax agent on the issues of tax credits and write-offs. Have a good day, everyone. Goodbye.